Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be setting up my tiny house on Airbnb, and to get this prepared, I had to buy a bunch of supplies. Today we're going to be going through exactly what I bought and why I bought them, and the cost at the end on how much I had to spend to get this Airbnb started. All right, let's start with number one. I got a sheet set. This is a full-size sheet set. It will fit on the bed that I have up there. They were a little bit cheaper than better sheets, but hopefully this does the job. I did get 5 sets of sheets so that after each guest stays, I can gather their bedding and take it to my laundry and then replace it with new ones right away, rather than having to wait for the laundry to get done. This also helps with stains. If I have a stain on one of these and the oxy that I bought doesn't work, then I can replace it with a new set of sheets. I don't have to rush just with only having one set of sheets, so it is good to have more than one. The second one is towels. I did get a 10-pack of towels. It comes with 4 bath towels, 2 hand towels, and 4 washcloths. I didn't want to go all extravagant and get like really expensive ones. I just went with a little bit cheaper. We'll see how they work, and probably gonna wash these before I put them out, make them all nice and fluffy. I also did get 4 or 5 sets of these so that I can change them out as the guests come in and out. Next thing on the list is kitchen towels. I did get a pack of 10 kitchen towels. Teal, of course, because they match my tiny house, and these are really nice towels. I'm going to be putting 2 out at a time. When the guests use them, they can leave the dirty ones there, and I will already have towels ready to replace them while the others are washing. It was just more convenient to get a 10-pack. I know where they're at if I need some more. Next, we are talking about dish scrubbies. Now, instead of using the washable ones, I wanted to give a guest a clean scrubby. This comes in a pack of 24. I'm going to be putting it on the sink so that they can do the dishes or clean up any spills or anything that they need to use this for. Next on the list, I got a 36 piece of silverware. Instead of getting silverware at the dollar store, which I did get specific things at the dollar store just to keep my costs lower, these are stainless steel. I didn't want to get the plastic spoons and forks and knives. I actually use the plastic spoons and forks and knives. I bought them when I first moved here because all of my stuff was inside the tiny house, which was in a parking lot 2 hours away. I did have to go to Dollar General and buy new silverware, and I actually thought of putting those in the tiny house, but I don't like them. I would rather have the stainless steel, so I did purchase a set for the tiny house. I left the utensil holders inside there so that I could just fill it up with these when I fill it up. It does have steak knives with it. These are the heavier kind, so that's why I'm glad that they're stainless steel. Big spoons, small spoons, big forks, small forks, butter knives, steak knives. So a guest will be all set to eat and cook if they choose to. Next on the list is a coffee maker. Now, I do not drink coffee personally, so I didn't have a coffee maker. In fact, when I first went tiny, I think I was given a coffee maker from someone, or maybe I found one at a garage sale, and I just never used it. I don't drink coffee, and if I do, it's decaf, and I'll get one of those little packets that's just an individual serving. I don't care for it. I don't want to carry the big machine in my house, but Airbnb guests, of course, are going to enjoy their coffee whenever in the morning, during the day. I did get a 5-cup Black & Decker coffee maker. We're going to be putting this on the counter of the Airbnb with a little coffee station, and I chose not to go with Keurig because, in my opinion, it's way too expensive. A regular coffee maker is just fine. It was just way too much money when I did the numbers. So along with that coffee maker, I'm going to be setting up a coffee station, and in that coffee station, I did get to-go cups with lids. It was a suggestion in the Airbnb groups, and I'm thinking one of the reasons why these are usually available instead of just have a coffee cup inside the house and leave the coffee cup there is that if the Airbnb guest is on the go and they want to take a coffee on the go, they have that option. So I did get a bulk box. I did get 100 of them, and when you're stocking an Airbnb, it is smarter to get things in bulk because you use so many of those things. I did sign up on Sam's Club, and that's where I got a lot of this stuff. They do sell a lot of bulk stuff, and I did do the membership. I'm glad because the prices are a lot lower than, say, Amazon and sometimes even Walmart. What's to-go coffee without stirrers? I did buy a bunch of stirrers in order to put them in the coffee station, and instead of them grabbing a spoon and taking that with, they have nothing to stir their coffee with. These are disposable. It came in a package of 2,000 at a very low price. So it was like $7.67 for all of these. But you just put a little cup there with a little handful and they can use them whenever. And again, what's coffee without coffee filters? Here's a little tip. This is 200 coffee filters. I got this on Walmart.com and it was $7.88 for 200 of these. But when I was shopping at the Dollar Tree, I found these at 150 coffee filters for $1.25. I stocked up on a lot. So that's for $5 right here for all of this. And this was $7.88 on Amazon. So check the Dollar Tree, the Dollar General, Family Dollar before you go to Amazon or even Walmart or any of the other stores out there, because sometimes the dollar stores have exactly what you're looking for. They do the same exact thing and they are just a lot cheaper. Highly recommend the Dollar Tree for coffee filters. Next thing is coffee creamers. I did get only 2 kinds of coffee creamers, but they are both in bulk, of course, from Sam's Club. 192 of these little individual servings, which I think people would prefer this than using a pourable thing that is kept in the refrigerator. In the Airbnb groups, it says that individual servings is a lot healthier and the guests like it a lot better because you don't know who's done what to the stuff left behind in the fridge if it's a full bottle. So full bottles, no. Individual, yes. I only did get 2, the hazelnut and the original. I might be getting French vanilla because I hear that's a thing. Personally, I like hazelnut if I'm to drink coffee at all. So I did get these 2, but I might get that other one just to give another option. But we are going to be putting these in the coffee bar, a few of them, and then we refill as each guest comes in. Next thing is the sugar that goes with the coffee in the coffee station. Now this is one of the things that I found most surprising. I have 7 different sugars, and the reason why is because you don't know what guests are allergic to. You don't know their diet preferences or their sweetener preferences. So I did decide to go ahead and get all 7. There's probably even more, but I just got individual packets of all of these. I'm going to talk about them one by one. The first one is just regular old sugar. This is just white sugar, and this is just the regular stuff that you find in restaurants. Now we have sugar in the raw, so this is cane sugar. This is a more natural type of sugar. Sugar isn't naturally bleached. They bleach white sugar with cow bones, believe it or not. And this raw cane sugar is not bleached at all. This is in its raw form. So it's organic, it's healthy. People sometimes don't want to put the white sugar in their coffee. So this is another option if they just want the plain sugar. All right, next is Truvia. This is a form of stevia leaf. I personally prefer stevia myself over Truvia. I think Truvia has some other things in it that I just don't want to deal with. This is just another option. We're gonna be putting it out there with the coffee. And here's the regular stevia. So this is stevia, and Truvia it says stevia leaf on there, plant-based sweetness, but I don't know. I've researched that there's some stuff going on with Truvia, so this is, in my opinion, the better form, and this is what I would use to sweeten coffee if I had it, or honey or maple syrup. And we have Sweet and Low and Splenda. I don't know if I should get the NutraSweet. I believe that one is the blue little bag. I don't have that one here, but I do have like all 7 kinds. These are sugar-free options, so I'm going to be putting these out as well. Now these 2 are going to be the little cubbies that I hold the coffee station in. And again, these were at Dollar General for $3 each. So 2 of these put together is $6, whereas I was finding ones on Amazon for $21 to $32, $37, just that says coffee station or something that has to do with coffee. These are just as good. They're gonna hold all of my sugars and creamers and even the coffee. That's one thing we didn't touch on is the coffee. That has not arrived yet, but I did order 145 packets of that from Sam's Club. And again, cost was low, so we can give a packet of these to each of the guests and they would be happy. Next on the list is shampoo, conditioner, body wash, lotion, and bar soap. I did get a 250 pack with 50 of each of the things that I just named, I believe, on Amazon. And they come in these individual little packets, just like if you were to go to a hotel or another Airbnb stay. Now I did choose the individual packets over the full bottles because again, people have taken the full bottles, they've put stuff in the full bottles, and we don't want that. I also didn't do the attaching the full bottles on the shower where they're refillable. Again, they can take off the tops, put whatever they want in there, and I don't want that happening, so they're free to take their individual little packets, and I will leave one for each of the guests. So I do have all 5 of those, and they are all individually wrapped. I'm going to be keeping them in a storage container over here so that I can refill and restock as the guests come in. The only thing I don't like about these is the plastic waste. There's only a little bit in each of these bottles, and then now you have this bottle that you're gonna throw away. Hopefully they choose to reuse them. This is a lot of plastic waste, and I'm just gonna get feedback on what works and what doesn't. If I choose to take a different route, maybe I will put the ones on the inside of the shower, as long as it has maybe like a locking door to where they can't access the contents of the inside. More research will show and more experiences will show if this will work out or not. Next on the list, I'm going to be providing aluminum foil, saran wrap, wax paper, and baggies so that they could use them at their convenience. I don't really know if Airbnbs keep this kind of stuff inside their rentals, but I'm going to. If I was to walk into a rental, I had like leftover food or something, and I needed a bag to put it in, these would come in handy for me. So I thought, why not put them in mine? We'll see what they say. We'll see if they come in handy. We'll see if they're used. These were purchased at the Dollar Tree, just 15 square feet, 45 square feet, 40 baggies. All of these were just $1.25 each. Cheap, one-time use things. I also bought these ice trays, and just because I don't usually use ice in my drinks, so I don't have any ice trays, except here in the mobile home they came with ice trays. I'm going to have ice ready for them. They might not bring their own ice to put in the freezer. I'm gonna have a couple trays ready for them, maybe even a little bucket ready for them if they need ice. Again, dollar store, it came with 2 of them and pretty cheap, $1.25. More dollar stuff items. I got oil, cooking oil, and cooking spray. I don't think I'm going to be providing butter or milk or anything like that. I'm going to be leaving these in the cabinet. If they need to use them for cooking and they don't have them, then they can grab these. I might even put a couple individually wrapped condiments in the fridge, like mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise, and if they need to use those, they can grab a couple packets. Next on the list, my mitt and pot holders were kind of dirty, so I didn't want to leave those in the tiny house. So I bought new ones, of course, teal. They were $1.25 each, and if I need more, if these get stained or they get ruined, I could just go to the Dollar Tree and get a couple more. And it's not wasting too much money, and they're pretty cute too, so a little matching set. At least they'll have these in there if they do need to cook. Next, what we're going to be talking about is the dishes. These were $1.25 each. They're really nice. They're ceramic, so they're not like plastic dishes or anything. But I did get a matching set, 2 different plates. So a small plate and a big plate, a square bowl, and the square coffee cup. I did get a set of 4 so that if 4 people stay, they have 4 place settings. I also did get 4 of these drinking glasses, and I only chose to get the taller ones. I did not find any shorter ones that were this design if they want to drink. I have 4 wine glasses inside the tiny house that I got at a craft show a long time ago, but because I no longer drink, I kept those and I'm just going to be keeping them for the Airbnb. I don't need them, but they'd be pretty cool for guests to drink out of. Next on the list, it is customary to have a welcome basket on your counter when the Airbnb guests get there. I'm going to be buying some baskets and putting some healthy snacks in there. Maybe not all so much healthy. I did get cookies to put in there too. I'll be putting a couple bottles of water in there, and then pretty soon I'm going to be giving a half a dozen eggs to the Airbnb guests that stay in the tiny house. I only have 5 chickens and 3 of them are laying currently, so I don't get that many. I am in the market for 12 more or 15 more chicks, and we're going to be getting those pretty soon. They won't be laying for another 6 months. If they want to cook eggs in the morning, they can. If they want to take them home, they can. Might even get a stamper for those. We probably will. That will be their welcome basket. And I got toilet paper. Of course, I'm not going to be leaving them with my washable toilet paper, so I'll be leaving toilet paper for the guests to use. This toilet paper can actually fit through the pipes of this new toilet. And last but certainly not least, I did get 2 different comforter sets with pillowcases, and naturally I did get teal. These are the ones that I'm using on the mobile home bed right now, so I did get one of these for myself a long time ago, and I liked it so much that I decided to purchase a few more for the tiny house rentals. Now the total for all of that ended up being about $869, so we're just going to round it up to $900. I am not done spending to prep my house for an Airbnb. It's going to be up there. The good thing about having an Airbnb and having all of that be supplies is that I can claim it on my taxes. So those will be part of the supplies portion of the taxes, and they'll be written off. I'm spending a lot of money on just supplies for the Airbnb, and thank goodness a lot of it is in bulk, because if I was spending that much, say every month, that would just be a killer. Like, I don't think I would be able to do that. This is all new to me when it comes to having my tiny house be an Airbnb. I am learning a lot when it comes to what to do, what not to do, and what I'm going to be experiencing with this whole Airbnb thing. I had no idea that all of these supplies was going to cost so much, and like half of it is coffee stuff. I don't even drink coffee. But in an Airbnb, you want to do what you can to make the guests feel comfortable, as say if they were staying in a hotel where there's a lot of accommodations and sometimes even complimentary breakfasts. And that might even come in the future when I build my cook pavilion. I might even have breakfast for everyone in the morning. I hope you guys are enjoying my journey and learning something through my experiences. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click the notifications bell so you can receive a notification every time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Highly recommend the Dollar Tree for, what are these things called? And the customers like it. Don't put that. Cost efficient wise, I'm going to see. Don't put that. Cost effective wise. Charlie! I hope you guys are enjoying my channel, and don't put that. Most of you know that I am don't put any of this, so that I can have an ever rotating sheet. Don't put that. And I will link all of the, don't put that, payout. I don't want to have to continuously, don't put any of this. This can fit down the toilet. Don't put that either. This toilet paper can fit in there. This toilet paper can actually fit in the drain this time.